Hey guys, so today the church celebrated Camillus, St. Camillus de Lellis. Butchered his name, I'm sure. But he was a soldier, and during the course of his battles, he got a leg wound. And that got me thinking about some of our other saints, right? Our other soldiers. St. Ignatius Loyola, Blessed Takayama Ukon, or Blessed Justo, Takayama, however you want to call him. And an interesting common thing, and a lesson I think it gives us all, not only about life, but the mats. St. Camillus, in his leg wound, when he first had it, he tried to still go about his life the normal way, right? He's in the hospital trying to heal it. He's drinking. He's gambling. He'll gamble all his money away. And he'll be fighting to the point where they'll kick him out of the hospital. They'll be like, bro, leave. Just like sort of Ignatius Loyola, right? Like the vanity, you have his leg rebroken, I think 3 times before he comes to a moment of recollection. And Blessed Takayama Ukon, similarly, he'll engage in that battle as a boy, even before he's really coming out as a man, with the coming out ritual for samurai society, where he'll be injured. And these injuries all give these people, all these saints and blesseds, a chance to reflect, right? St. Ignatius Loyola famously starts reading the Bible and has, turned away not only from his vanities and his desire for courtly wealth and stuff like that, but he founds the Jesuits, becomes missionaries. St. Camillus, again, he'll go to a friary of Capuchins and you'll see them treating the homeless and those who need hospital care. They'll be the only ones who'll take them. Again, he's fighting and drinking and gambling. And as he's there healing and watching these friars do their thing, it affects his heart too. He has a conversion of heart. And he'll go found his own religious order. He'll start by becoming a Capuchin. He'll take the habit and become a priest, and he'll found another religious order dedicated to hospital care of the poor and the homeless, etc. Blessed Takayama, similar thing. While he's there wounded, it gave him a chance to reflect. Blessed Takayama's father was one of the samurai sent to sort of find grounds to kick out the Jesuits. And when he ran across a Japanese blind Jesuit brother who they sent to talk to him, he ended up converting, and with him brought the whole household, like Cornelius. And so Blessed Justo, he became a Christian at age 4, maybe 5. But it was when he was injured and he was convalescing, he was trying to heal, that it gave him a chance to dig deep to figure out if he truly believed what was going on. Just like, again, Ignatius Loyola's injury gave him a chance to reflect and get better. And St. Camillus' injury, again, gave him a chance to see stuff in a new way. I think both on the mats and life, this is a great lesson. Sometimes that thing we might want to curse God for, that injury, that pain, that hurt, that damage, can actually be what we need to reflect, to grow. Be it in life, in faith, or even in our jiu-jitsu or judo game, right? I think back to when I broke my right hand a couple years ago, and I couldn't really use it. I could not use my dominant hand for chokes, for attacks, for anything. I had to switch to my left. I had to, if I wanted to rule, I had to try a whole new game. Same thing when I sprained my left hand. About a year after that, again, I had to change my game up again. When I damaged both my shoulders, depending on what was hurting at the day, I had to change what I did, how I attacked, how I did my judo, how I did my jiu-jitsu. So I think we sometimes jump the gun. We want to curse God out because we have a stumbling block in our way, an injury, maybe. And yet, that very well might be what we need to take our game up to the next level. Just like, the Jesuits and, Ignatius Loyola would not be who they were or who he was without that cannonball, and also, in a way, without his vanity and that extended time healing. Nor Blessed Camillus, without that leg injury eventually leading him to that Carmelite friary where the guardian showed him how to live, how to be a good person, how to truly care for humanity. He might not be a saint. He might still be that drinking, gambling soldier. And just like if Blessed Takayama didn't receive the injury he did in battle as a teenage boy, he might never have had that time to truly reflect and figure out, is this a faith he believed or a faith his father just put on his house? You know, all of them through that injury, in a way, found something necessary for their salvation, found something necessary for their witness to the church and to life. Same thing with us. That stumbling block, that injury, that pain, before we jump to cursing out God for it, maybe we should give it time to work. Maybe we should take it into effect because, yeah, it will help us. Maybe it'll help us even in our jiu-jitsu, having broken ribs, having a sprained ankle, having, a torn meniscus. It can help us deepen our game, just like it can help deepen our faith and give us time to reflect. Anyway, this is just something I've been reflecting on since my homily this morning, and I thought I'd share it. God bless. God love you.